Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a great day, and thanks for joining me again today for another session of Me Programming Daily. Today on my agenda is going to be to add coordinates to our drakon types. Where are they? Here. To add coordinates to the skewer blocks so that when we want to connect skewer blocks together using their IDs, we know where they are positioned, and we know how to draw their connections on a 2D plane. I hope it's not going to be anything too complicated, but in case it is, my backup task, just to get anything completed, is to clean up the imports once again. So let's see how that goes. First of all, let me close this. Okay. So I hope you have your drink of choice ready, or coffee or tea, whatever you choose. And let's write some code. So for those of you who watched the previous session, you probably remember this list of pairs of tuples. That was supposed to guide the virtual made-up connection line between some imaginary steps. It was just to test the process of drawing connections. I'll probably leave it alone today, but eventually I would like to use it for pairing up IDs, start ID and the end ID for a connection that's not standard. When I mean non-standard, is this is a standard connection from a question? No, this is a yes. If we have anything non-standard, it can be defined here in this extra list. I have some ideas how to reorganize those types a little bit better, and I started developing some new ideas for the proposed syntax for my renderer, which is pretty exciting. And I have some simplifications in mind, but before that happens, we naturally have to resolve the problem of coordinates not being a part of the actual skewer blocks. So I think where we finished the cleanup last time was this file. So let's go to EndTerminator. Let's try to resolve this. Okay, so first of all, let's clean up the imports. Let's resolve these warnings. I wonder what this is all about. 33. Oh yeah, naturally. Let's not worry about this yet. Or maybe you should. Oh no, let's not worry about this because this will come back, the ID, to replace these pairs of tuples. We can remove this. Constants. Let's see what happens if I remove this. I realize that I'm using not the freshest instance of GHC or not the freshest version of GHC, but I have a work item or an issue here to upgrade it. It will be done at some stage. Sorry about that. Where are we? Okay, so this is good. Helper diagrams. Okay, so this should render text. It's funny that render text function is also a diagram, but or also results in a diagram, but that's fine. All right, so we have the EndTerminator cleaned up. Let's format. Okay. Now, one file with cleaned up imports is probably more than enough for me right now. So I'll move on. I'll move on to this, and what I mean by this is to add coordinates to these skewer blocks, so that when we finally end up using the IDs, we have an easier way of, or we have a way of locating individual skewer blocks on a 2D plane and drawing connections between them. So in order to determine what kind of type we would need to place here in action, question, and fork, I'm not sure I really need this. It's kind of sticking out, that question. Okay, that's fine. Let's just start by adding, type. We're looking for a type. So the position function should take the origin, which is of type, we'll find it in the renderer, point v2 double. Okay, this will break a lot of stuff, but it's okay. So what I'm going to attempt is to populate this point/origin with just dummy values and print them if we're in the troubleshooting mode. Let's see if we have this here. Constants. True. Oh. Okay, let's see what breaks. Oh. Let's ignore this for now, but I'm already seeing how the origin will become very natural to refactor. It will just trade places with this origin as a value of an action. It will just trade places with this additional argument of the renderer. Okay, for now, let's ignore it. Now parsing. I think, no, not yet. Same here. Now back to parsing. So let's not forget we're not parsing IDs yet. So the coordinate is also going to be somehow made up. I'm not sure if this is how you construct it. Let's see. So P2 takes a tuple. Let's do 1, 2, just something generic, or 2 minus 1s, just to indicate that it's an default yet incorrect value. Oh, that's an interesting suggestion. Skewer block. Oh, this shadow is probably to be corrected. Line 42. ID is an existing function. That's true. That's a good suggestion. Okay, so we have the show implemented. Let's also practice a little bit. Would this work? Should build. Okay, so we have. Okay, this works. Let's modify this implementation of show slightly so that we don't have that many minuses, but instead let's just use a pipe operator. Excuse me. Okay. And also let's provide some explanations. ID. So this is looking nice, I think. Now let's add the origins to the. Maybe not right now. What I meant to say is let's add origins to the graph, but I don't think we need it. If we can still do this, we should be good. I wonder why we're not showing the... Oh yeah. This is just printing a string, of course. And print diagram does not go through all of the skewer blocks. So for now, it's okay. But it wasn't that bad. Let's do the same for fork. As the origin, we can ignore for now. And while we're at it, let's also do the same for a question. It would save us a bit of headache, I think. So I don't want to spoil anything, but what I'm starting to think of is maybe my own twist on drakon, where problems like that don't exist. But that's for later. $65. Oh, sorry. That was correct. One for 6. Would that still work? Can we not just do it like this? Oh, I need to provide something here. Look at this. That was pretty elegant. Oh, I forgot. This is not a question. This is a content. Okay, finally parsing. And again, we need that origin point. Are we good? Oh, here, we don't need anything. I don't think we have an implementation for show. Okay, so this is done. We also have it for a question. Oh, let's try to come up with a new render. Or yeah, let's do a render prime. A render prime is going to be just this. This we don't need for now. No, that's just too much messing around. Instead, we can just go to EndTerminator, embed an origin here as well. P2 will it complete? No. Oh, because it's not a P2. So now, the refactoring of this will be sublime, I think. It builds, but we need to update main. Line 86. Let's reuse our trusty point, -1, -1. This we no longer need. Okay, so now in the type classes, we can just remove this. It will break a lot of things. Okay, valent point also needs it. 16. Okay, now skewer block 114. So this is where the complications will start, because we would have to project the original origin to a new type of origin that's positioned, but it's all right. So basically, what will happen now is I will have to come up with a new type for skewer blocks that are describing a skewer block, but without a position. So something like an unpositioned skewer block. Or just, I can just initiate or initialize the origin point of every skewer block, or a violent point, EndTerminator, etc., with just -1s, and then just override them like this. Because here we're creating a new violent point, but it's fine. It's 88. Okay, so what's happening here is we create a question based on fork origin. And now that question already contains an origin, so I can remove it. $47. And now let's move the origin here. And it works just as it used to. $47. And also here. What's going on here? Okay, I mixed up the brackets. This one closes here. This one closes here. This should be correct now. Oh, correct. More errors. 25. this is where complications start, because I don't really have the knowledge of what kind of block it is, but I'll have to give it an origin. But I can do this. Change origin. Beautiful. So this is for an action. Yes. Question. Does not have an ID. That's nice. So now in line 25, change origin. Lots of brackets. $28. Is that too many brackets? $66. Okay. What is this? I think we can easily default it to 0, 0. Maybe let's not do that. Let's just add it to the start terminator type. Oh, this is lovely. Not. Oops. So EndTerminator will also need that function change origin. Sorry, and .34. Here we will also need change origin for a start terminator. Line 34. Is it really that hard to figure out? Okay, now, drakon diagram 24. This is not needed anymore. We'll need to pass in the origin somehow. So let's just use a 0, 0. This should be much simpler, and it will. For now, I just want to make it work. Mm-hmm. 97. And which file? Main. All right, we don't need the origin now. Main, yeah, 34. Now the parsing. Oh, could that be it? Have a build. Let's see if it renders. If everything went okay, the rendering shouldn't be any different. Oh, it's slightly different because we enabled the troubleshooting mode, but I'm glad to see this. Very glad to see this. This is one of the things I really like about Haskell, even after such a long, ferocious refactoring session. You just build it and it works because you have such a high reliance on types. All right, so this is good. We can switch off the troubleshooting mode. I don't need this anymore. I never needed it. We resolved the presentation of origins by just showing, by running the show instance or implementation of skewer blocks. Okay. So now okay, I think it would be a good time to wrap the session up for today. And during the next session, I would like to let me just provide an explanation. I would like to change this type to, instead of having a list of pairs of tuples like this, to have a list of just tuples where both elements in those tuples are IDs. So something like this. ID. And then we just try to render the connection based on what we already have in the drakon diagram. I'm not sure how easy it's going to be because we'll have to fish out a skewer block based on the ID from this data type. The skewer block is going to, maybe it's not going to be that hard. The skewer block exists here somewhere. But a skewer block can also be a fork. Oh, jeepers. But anyway, this is going to be my direction for the next session or a number of upcoming sessions, to have a list of tuples defined like that, as opposed to like that. So we're not connecting by coordinates, we're connecting by IDs by which the coordinates will be obtained. But that is to come. I think we've added it to all icons. Right, so I think that's good enough for today. I thank you all very much for your attention today. I hope to see you next time. Yeah, I wish you a fantastic day ahead. Take care of yourselves, and yeah, bye.